From Desperate Housewives to Devious Maids, she's done it all, and now Eva Longoria can add executive producer to her already extensive resume. And with a cast like Anna Ortiz and Roselyn Sanchez, how do you go wrong, right?
Mark Cherry formatted a show that was on a telenovela on a Spanish language show, and it's as an adaptation of it. Mark Cherry asked me to come aboard as a producer, and I of course wanted to work with him because I loved what he did with Desperate Housewives, and I just trusted him to do a really great show. And it was the first time that we've had 5 Latina leads in a television show, so that was really important to me. And I told Mark, I'm like, I have your cast, I know who they are, and our community is very supportive of each other, and it's nice to not compete with these women and instead have all of them on one show doing amazing work.
I love to have you back on my TV screen. I'm so excited to see you on this new series. Can you tell me about your character?
My character, Geneviève de la Tour, she has spent her life, according to Mark, who has created all of this, spent her life attracting one wealthy and powerful man after the other. She's been married 5 times. Right now she's without a husband and without a man in her life, and it's driving her a little bit crazy. So she has big mood swings. She is, on the other hand, very romantic and a little bit vulnerable. And lucky me, I have 2 of the Devious Maids working in my household. Judy Reyes, who plays Zoila, chief housekeeper in my house. Fabulous, interesting, fun relationship there. And oh, crazy. And her daughter, played by Ganem, who plays Valentina. She has a big crush on my very handsome son, Remy, played by Drew Van Acker. So, I mean, what fun.
A lot of drama.
A lot of drama and a lot of fun.
Right. And I said it wouldn't be drama without Susan Lucci. And then I look at the cast and there's like 5 Latinas. Tell me what's it like working with them.
I love this cast. This is a large ensemble cast. Every single person, whether they're one of the Devious Maids, and they're all fabulous and gorgeous, and I love them, and everybody who's a household owner, as I am, everybody's interesting, every character is different. It's a lot of fun. There's so much humor in the show, but also everybody has issues, and nobody's a stereotype. Nobody, not the household owners, not the Devious Maids, and a lot of relationships.
I play Carmen Luna. From all the maids, I'm the one that wants to be a superstar, a big singer. So her life is about ambition and about how can I get to my goal, which is I want to be a professional singer. So I leave my past, I move to Beverly Hills, and I of course decide to work for the biggest Latino superstar ever. And I try my best for him to discover me, and everything goes wrong. So it's a lot of fun. She's very provocative. She's a lot out of her mind, but good people. So I'm having a great time doing her.
And how do you relate to your character in real life?
Because I sing too, and I also came to the States with the goal and the dream to do musical theater and sing. And I don't do things the way that Carmen will do things, because she's out of her mind. But I understand that. I understand that passion, of like wanting to do something significant with her life.
Are you in the soundtrack for this series?
I did 1 song for the pilot, I think it is, and a 2nd song for the 2nd episode. So I hope it will be amazing, and if we go a 2nd season, I would love to sing more. It'd be great.
My character's name is Marisol, and she is a maid who is not a maid. So she's undercover. She's sort of she's trying to uncover a crime. And so she's the one who goes undercover and starts to develop these really beautiful friendships with these women, only to find, that she's lying to them the whole time.
I like that. It's like so spunky. And I was talking to the other cast, and they said, it's groundbreaking to have 5 Latinas on this show. Can you tell me the stereotypes that have been criticized in media, does that take away from the overall message of the show?
I don't think it does, actually. I think it's actually the opposite. I think the more that people are talking about it, the more that people are discussing what's going on. If you're not happy with Latinos being represented as maids, write something, produce something, do it, make it, and I think the more that we talk about it, the more people that are aware of it, the better. But I have to say, I do reject the premise that because a woman is a maid, her story doesn't deserve to be told. And I think that we feel such a responsibility to these women, and my grandmother was a house cleaner her entire life. She raised a family, she kept us all together. She's one of the most brilliant women I know, and I feel honored to be able to sort of bring a part of her into this.
And what's the best part about working with this cast?
Oh my gosh. everything. Every day is fun. Every day I learn something. The bar is set so high, not just with the Latinas, not just with the maids, but the entire ensemble is out of this world, incredible. This is just, it's going to be a really fun summer guilty pleasure, I think.
She's had a mad rabbit crush on her son Remy forever, and the pilot episode, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. You did? Well, she talks Geneviève into talking her son to have him move it back into the house, much to the chagrin of her mother. And, you know, Zoila is a control freak. She runs that household. I think that's her power core, her power center. She's been a lifelong maid. She prides herself in being a very close confidant to Geneviève. And that's right. She likes to have control, and I think she's finding herself losing a little control of her daughter, of this household, of Geneviève, who's kind of like, you know, she's loopy as it is. But that's where she is. You know, she's the matriarch of the posse of maids, of the household, of her daughter, you know, and that little grip is trying, the alpha female. She's trying to like, you know, reach it here.
I think it's great, and I think once people see it, they'll see that this is actually an amazing opportunity for every ethnicity, and especially for women.
And did you ever have maids growing up?
I'm from Minnesota. I had chores. I was the maid.
My character is Valentina, and I love my character. She's so fun. I am blessed to be working with Susan Lucci as my mother in the household of Geneviève, played by Susan Lucci. And then she has a son, Drew Van Acker, and the name of the character is Remy, and I am in love with him. So I think it's just a lot of fun because I get to be this flirty girl who's always trying to get his attention and trying to see, like, say, I'm here, look at me, I like you, I'm in love with you, and my mom's like completely against it and she will not have it. So it's that conflict, you know, so.
I like that. And are you like the same character in real life, or do you have to like, get inspiration from all these other women?
Well, there's a lot of similarities, but my parents have never gone against me, or they've always supported what I wanted to do, so I've never had that conflict with my family in terms of you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. I mean, I've definitely had advice from my dad or my mom saying, but never, you know, to the point that I kind of have to go behind their backs to like try to get what I want. In general, they really support me. But you know, I'm a flirty girl. I definitely have goals and I want to achieve things. Valentina wants to go to college, and she has all those goals, and I feel like I have that, and she's a hard worker. I have that. So there's a lot of similarities and a lot of differences, but it's just fun. It's just fun, and she's fun, and she's, you know, she dares to do things, and she goes for it, and she's bold. I admire that.
It's a more severe look, for sure, and she's a very severe character in the pilot, and then I think you'll find that she softens and you see what that armor is concealing, the vulnerability that it's concealing throughout the season.
Can you tell me one word to describe this show, because I can't put it into words?
Delicious. I keep on saying delicious. It's yeah, I'm gonna rest on that.
The show will air this Friday on Lifetime, and the premiere party is about to start, so I'm gonna head inside. I'm Pham. I'll see you on the next red carpet. Bye.